How you dress tells a lot about you. It's an artistic expression. But just like any work of art, your clothing has to be cared for. Exotic boots need special care and can't be cleaned and conditioned with normal leather care products. These are python skin boots, and snake skin boots are more delicate than ostrich and some of your other exotic leathers, mostly because the scales have hinges, and these hinges are the weak points where they can eventually break and come off. So you need a special cleaner in order to clean them. I use Scout. Now they're not a sponsor. I took a chance. I'd never used anything before, so I bought the Scout just to try and see how it did. And so far, every time I've cleaned these boots, I've had no problems. It hasn't changed the color of the boot or anything like that. Now, one thing you'll notice is that these boots are sort of brown and amber. Originally, they started out as dark brown and white or black and white, but over time, snakeskin ages. That's just a part of the process. Personally, I kind of like it better the way it is. The first thing you want to do is take the boot and brush it off real well. Just get any of the top coat, any of the dirt off. Always brush with the scales. So feel it and find out which way the scales are going so that you don't break the scales off. So you can see I'm feeling, making sure that I'm brushing along with the scales. Now, one thing I want to point out with these boots is that these are nice boots, but they're not super expensive. Anytime you get exotic boots, one of the ways you'll tell whether it's one of the more expensive pairs or not is it one piece or is it pieced together. So in my case, you can see that I've got one piece for the toe and the vamp and even the instep, and then there's a separate piece here for this side and a third piece for this side. Now, where this is important is that on this particular boot, the scales are going in this direction from the instep over the vamp down to the toe. But, let's see. All right, so the scales are actually going in the same direction for this piece. But right here, they're not. The scales are actually going backwards on this particular piece of skin. So that's where you want to be careful and not just assume that they're going all in the same direction if they're pieced.
If you've enjoyed this episode of The Arthropologist,
bottle
please
tells
hit
you
the
to
like
shake
button.
it up real well.
And if you'd like to see more
Since
episodes
I've
like this,
brushed them off,
think
I've
about
gotten the top
subscribing.
dirt off.
I'm Bill Wilson, and I'm The Arthropologist.
Now I start spraying. And they tell you to be very generous with this stuff. Don't be stingy. I don't remember how much this bottle was. Probably not more than about $10, $12. And it'll last a long time. Making sure I don't have any dry places. Let's get the other one. Now this is strictly to clean the snake skin itself. It's not to clean or polish the shaft. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it will start foaming, and that's just the cleaning action going on. Then I'm going to take a brush. Now in my case, I'm taking a toothbrush, one that I've used for a while and is real worn down. Now again, I'm checking the scales are wanting to go in this direction. I've seen people online cleaning their boots, and boy, they're rough. I mean, they are just scrubbing the dickens out of it, and I'm not I'm not convinced that's a good idea. Yep, see, this is the one, this one here, the skin is going, the scales are going back toward the counter. That's the counter. But on this side, the scales are going up toward the toe. Okay. Now, once that's done, now just take a cloth, wipe the excess off. Like I said, how you dress, it tells a lot about you. It tells what you think about yourself, what you think about those around you, whether you think enough of them to dress up and look nice when you go out, or whether, well, whether you just don't think enough about the people you're around to take the time to, make yourself a little more presentable. I like to dress nice. I'd like to dress nicely. Even when I run out to Walmart or something, I don't just go dressed in sweats. I don't even own sweats, but I try to dress as nicely as I can. And if you're going to dress nicely, then you do have to take care of what you have. The more you wear them, the more I would do it. So if you wear them like I do, I don't wear these more than maybe a couple of times a month, well then I might clean them every couple of months. But if you wear them every day, several times a week at least, then you might want to do this every other week or something. It doesn't take that long, and it'll make them last for a very long time.
If you've enjoyed this episode of The Arthropologist, please hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more episodes like this, think about subscribing. I'm Bill Wilson, and I'm The Arthropologist.